Hi guys, welcome. Guys, today is a new day and a new day to cook something different. Every day I'm thinking, what am I going to cook? What am I cooking today? What am I cooking tomorrow? Anyway, I had some fish and I'm going to fix the fish. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stew the fish and make it with some mashed potato. So guys, just continue watching the video, and if you're new on the channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Continue watching the
First thing
video.
I do is wash my fish really good. And the first thing I'll do is pour some apple cider vinegar. Because you guys know fish is something that's have a very strong smell, so you gotta make sure it's really nice and clean. Wash it off really good. We might not get the whole smell out, but at least it will reduce the rawness. And you know, we wash it down with vinegar, lemon, and then run it through the hot water. Okay, so I put some more apple cider vinegar and just rinse it off again. Run it through the warm water. The rawness is so strong, it really has to be washed really good. This fish is so stink. You gotta get that rawness out. So that's why we use apple cider vinegar, and we're gonna use a lemon also. Okay, so I'm gonna put a lemon. Put a lemon. We're gonna wash it off with the warm water. Okay guys, so what I'll do now, I'm going to towel dry and then I'm going to season it. So now that I washed my fish off, I'm going to season it. First thing I'm going to use is a sauce, hot sauce. This sauce is very nice, but it's very mild also. It's not that hot. So this would help with the smell. So we pour some on the fish. And then I'll add some salt to taste. Salt to taste, sea salt. Then I'll add some garlic powder. Garlic powder. Some cumin. some some turmeric and some paprika. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna use my hand and combine everything into the fish. Okay, so I am going to let the fish sit for maybe half an hour so that all the ingredients can be blending into the fish. So we'll be back. We're going to either fry it or put it in the oven. I'm going to decide on that. Then I'll come back and show you guys what I'm doing. So guys, for my mashed potato, I am going to peel some potatoes and get it to boil. I don't know how many potatoes I'm going to use, but I'll just make enough for 2 people. So, you just peel the skin like this. We're going to cut it. I cut it small so so that it can cook faster. Okay, so give me a second, guys. We continue peeling the potatoes. If it's too big, then you cut it another time. 4 pieces. You can cut it how you want. Doesn't matter. I just want it to cook fast, so that's the reason I try to cut it small. Cooking is a little bit, it's not, I wouldn't say hard, but you have to put your heart and soul in it to have a lot of patience to do certain things. And you know, some people don't have the patience, and that's the reason probably why they eat out every day. Or maybe because they work, once they get home from work, they're too tired to cook. But it takes a lot to cook, guys. It's not hard, but it just, you know, you have to put a lot of work into it. And not only a lot of work, but you have to put your heart and soul into it. If you love it, if you love to cook, then it won't be a problem. I could have made I could have made some rice with the fish, but I find myself eating rice mostly every day. So I said, let me just make the mashed potato today. So it's just to peel the potatoes, which is not hard, but you know, gotta have patience for that. Everything is so expensive now, even the potatoes. If you buy 1 pound of potato, it's $3.99 a pound. So it's better to buy it in a plastic bag instead of buying one because if you buy one at a time and you wait, it's going to be much more costly than if you buy a whole sack of potato. I should say sack, maybe a whole bag of potato. Everything is so expensive. And you know, food is a necessity, so if we're going to buy it regardless of the price. And some people don't have any choice. Don't have no choice because if it's set at a certain price, they're still going to have to buy it because they have to eat. So that's just the world we're living in now. So I think that's going to be enough. I'll just see when I'm done with this. Okay. Let me see if that potato that I have there is enough for 2 people. I think this is enough, guys. This should be enough for 2 people. So I'm gonna rinse it off and just put it in some water to boil. I already have the water on the stove, so I just add some salt to taste, and then I'll add my potatoes. I'm washing the potatoes. Okay, so I'll let it drain off and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have a pot of water and I'm going to add some salt to it. I'll taste it to see if that's enough salt. Put a little bit more. Okay, I think that's enough. And what I'll do, I'll just add my potatoes. Okay, so I just add the potatoes in the water. I think the pan have a little bit too much water. I'm going to throw some of this water. But the potatoes are in the water and I am going to let it get to a boil. So I'm going to throw some of this water. This is too much water. Okay guys, so I throw some of the water and that's enough because once it starts boiling, if it's too much water, it's going to boil over the pot. And we don't want the stove to get messy and the water is all over. Then it's going to shut the stove off. So I throw some of the water and we're going to let this get to a boil and let the potatoes get soft. Then we're going to shut off the stove and work into it. Guys, I heat up my skillet to fry my fish. remember I said I wasn't sure if I was going to fry it or put it in the oven. So I decided I'm going to fry it, and I'm pouring some oil in the skillet so that we can get this fish fried. And we're going to let the oil get really, really hot so we can place our fish in that skillet. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit and then we'll start putting the fish. Okay guys, so I am gonna place my fish in the oil. Take my time because the oil is very hot. See what happens when the oil is very hot? Oil? Gotta be careful with that fire. Don't mess with hot oil. I got burned before. So we're gonna let it fry, and we're gonna flip it over. Once one side is brown, then we flip it over on the other side. Doesn't take long to cook, guys. So, because the oil was very, very hot. So we're going to leave it here and let everything get brown, and then we take it out. We got a little bit more to go, guys. And the potatoes are all boiling up. They're cooking, so I'll check and see. Guys, the potatoes are cooked. They're all soft, so I already drained off the water. So I'm gonna come back and finish it up. The fish is looking good, so we're gonna take it out. Put it here on this tray. So what I did, I put it on a paper towel, let it drain the oil. These are some small pieces like this. I'm just gonna fry these and then, Adding on to the rest of this. I'm gonna leave it here, let that fry, and then we are done with that. We're gonna make our mashed potato now. Okay guys, so now we're gonna make our mashed potato. And let me rinse this off. And we're gonna add some milk. Next thing we add is some butter. Okay, and we turn the stove on a little bit low, not too high. And then we start mashing with the masher. At the same time, we keep adding some more milk. And keep mashing. Mashed potato, guys. While we're doing this, we have the stove on a very low fire. Add some more milk. I think that's enough. And this is what the mashed potato looks like, guys. So we're going to keep it on the fire low for a little bit, not much, because we don't want it to get burned. Just to heat it up, we're going to cover it. Okay, so we're going to finish up. Okay, guys, so now I am going to make my gravy for my fish. And what I'll do, I'll make that first. And I'll let the water, I'll let it get to a boil. I'm going to lower the fire. And then I'm going to add everything else to that water that is going to become the gravy. So here, let's stir it. Let's stir it a little bit. Okay, so once it gets a boil, we're going to add all the fresh ingredients, the onions, the scallion, the cilantro. We're going to add it to that boiling water. Okay, so I'm going to add the onions and the cilantro and the scallion. And I'm going to let it boil and cook for a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes because the water is boiling. And we're going to let the water keep boiling. As you guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the gravy is getting thick. I'll make the onions cook a little bit, then I'll add my fish. Okay, so now that it's boiling, I'm going to add my fish. Let's add the fish. We don't want the fish to be in there for too long because then it's going to break into pieces. So that's why we boil the fresh ingredients. We cook the fresh ingredients first. And once the onions and everything else is cooked, for maybe less than 5 minutes, we add the fish. We just cover it because all it needs is a little heat and or maybe a little steam, and then that's it. It's all ready to eat. Okay, so we leave that there, and I'm gonna cover it. Okay, so I'm going to cover it. You cover it and then maybe leave it for 2-3 minutes and then we shut the stove off. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to shut the stove off because I don't want the fish to break. I shut the stove off, so we're going to eat now. So guys, the stewed fish is all done and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to serve myself some and be back with you guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to serve me some mashed potato. Mashed potato looked like it was getting burned. Gotta be careful with the fire when you're warming up mashed potato because it burns very quick. Okay, so this is it. So now I am going to serve me some fish. So guys, this is a plate that I'm gonna, so this is the fish and the mashed potato. Okay guys, it's 2 fish and the mashed potato is all done. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you are new on the channel. Guys, continue watching the video. So guys, you know what time it is. It's taste time. This is what it looks like. You guys seen it before, so I'm gonna taste it and I'll let you know exactly how it is. And this is the mashed potato and the fish. Came out really good. I didn't put no salt in the gravy because the fish was a little bit too salt. Not too much, but my hand went away too much with the salt. Mashed potato, guys. Gotta be careful with bones when you're eating fish. This fish have bones in it. I prefer fish with bone, but I like this fish. And you know, I just be careful. Mashed potato and fish, stew fish. It's really nice, guys. The gravy is really nice. I usually put a little salt in the gravy, but I didn't put any because, as I said, the fish was a little bit salty. And it's funny because now that I'm eating the fish, it doesn't taste as salty. The mashed potato and stew fish. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you're new on the channel. Hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye.